Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to IVS 2022 Warm-Up, the online technical conference preparing to IVS First Edition. First of all, let me thank you all for coming here today. Let me introduce myself. I'm Virginia, one of VALVEcampus organizers. The topic of today's presentation is the future of standards. The last minute of presentation will be the question and the answer part. Please write your question in the chat box. It's now my pleasure to present Alireza Sardroudi, expert in asset management, advisor to Deputy of Engineering, Research and Technology at Iranian Ministry of Petroleum. Thank you so much and have a good presentation. Alireza, can you start, please?
In the name of God, the compassionate and the merciful. Hello, good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here and welcome. Thanks also to the organizing people for giving me the opportunity to make a presentation. I am Alireza Aslarabi, Sardroudi from Islamic Republic of Iran, and today we will talk about the future of standards in fourth industrial age. The following is a text summary entitled Future of Standards. In this article, we try to predict the evaluation and the change of standardization or application of standards in the fourth industrial age, and everyone should be aware of the emergence of the phenomenon of producing a specific standard for each product, even while changing minor parameters and prepare to receive it. It is very important for the production of industrial valves because the valve industry with this capacity can remove the limitation caused by standards and behave agilely and flexibility in any field related to industrial valves. Introduction. Ever since man became informed with the quantity and properties of the objects, the desired quality of goods and services has been appropriate. As long as production was done manually and non-mechanically using traditional tools, determine the quality of work was not difficult, and understanding the quality of production and services was possible with the human five sense. But the advancement of science, technology, population growth, increasing consumption, and the need for mass production, and thus the replacement of machinery and hand tools quality measurement using the five senses is not possible without laboratories and other tools and technical capability, and as a result, standardization and the creation of organization for this purpose are now accepted in various countries around the world. Standard is an unalienable necessity in human life. The benefits of complying with the standards are greater for procedures than consumer, greater for procedure than for customer. With the implementation of standard rules and regulations, the cost of warehousing and construction of tools and machinery are reduced. The production process became regular. The order of factory operation is balanced. Standards are now an integral part of human life and societies, replacing traditional methods with the scientific ones today. Quality is not feeling wish and advancement because it is a matter of life and death, and neglecting it will lead to the loss of customer and reduce income. The fourth industrial revolution, or Industry 4.0. The fourth industrial revolution is the continuous automation of traditional manufacturing and industrial methods using modern intelligence technology, large-scale machine-to-machine, and the Internet of Things communication to enhance automation, improve communication and self-monitoring, and produce intelligent machine that can analyze and diagnose problems without the need for human intervention. You can see this figure, technology pillars of Industry 4.0, big data, Internet of Things, RFID technology, cognitive computing, cybersecurity, cloud computing, mobile technology, machine-to-machine, 3D planning, and robotic systems. The future of standards in Industry 4.0. It is clear to everyone that standards are the basis of engineering, manufacturing, and production in the world. From the beginning of the industrial world, manufacturers and users have been looking for a way to reach an agreement and understanding for a product. This challenge continues today in fourth industrial age, but the world is undergoing a fundamental transformation in production and services, and this will also affect standards. The influence of information technology in all pillars. of the industry and the use of the latest data mining solution has forced experts to absolute the previous methods and adopt new methods. You think how many standards have been produced so far? Looking at the international standard produced so far in all subjects, it can be seen that due to the scope of application and it contains many parameters, it is not possible to prepare a list of specifications really. In addition, special standards as a API for oil and IEC for electricity, for example, and various company standards should be considered. Standard data are big data. The result that standards the result is that standard data around the world is big data, and that is a very important role in the industrial revolution age or 4.0. You can see this figure technology layer of big data platform, data science and analytics, dashboards, and insights. Our standard data is first layer is bottom. Many parameters, many data in world this year can be accumulated. What is going to happen? By focusing on recent events and the available evidence, one can almost one can almost predict what will happen over time. With the help of developers and users, standards have grown so that life without standards is no longer possible. Life, food, clothing, transportation, energy, and more are standards. Today, it's fall without standards of human life. The growth of information technology and intelligent decision systems has proven that old methods can be discarded. New methods of marketing, production, sales, and even supply chain are evolving, agile and low cost. The cloud computing systems, large central servers, and the internet have removed all elements of management and create a new structure. New business in the standardization. Therefore, part of the production of special standard is provided by a startup and a small company in the form of services. And the leap to this will be that even with the feedback of special standard produced, the basic standards of production and services of raw material or environment will change, and in practice, official governments or public institutes are forced to package and monitor this in other ways, using a smart being to make decisions may have replaced standards, or monitoring the proper use may be a major challenge. Practical suggestion: Standard Center and Association should develop companies in their ecosystem that can do the following for basic tasks. These tasks very necessary for point 4.0 industrial. 1. Companies that create and maintain standard big data. 2. Companies that produce software and application using standard data from big data. Companies that create a standard data sales network for public using and service providing. 4. Companies that provide consulting service for communication among ecosystem stakeholders. New business ecosystem to produce a specific standard. You can see this figure. Center of this figure, international and national standard centers. Big data company, software and application company, service provide company, manufacturers and users and consulting company are these ecosystems technology pillar. Example. As an example, I need a special valve for use in my factory, which is located in an area with a dry climate with a corrosive particle in the air and a very variable ambient temperature in different seasons of year and day and night too. In addition, I have made certain changes in the fluid passing through the valves to produce a new product, such as increasing the pH, temperature, and the velocity of the fluid. I want to order construction, but the components of each valve according to a specific standards define a characteristic, and I have to use several standards to be able to request the valve from the manufacturer. In the new business, I refer to the software of the standard service company. And after registration, all the parameters necessary for the production of a valve, including the type of liquid, temperature, speed, pH, and environmental conditions such as weather, the possibility of shutdown and maintenance, and other items we can data into this software. Dozens of parameters that may not have been in one valve before. And this software uses its big database to perform the necessary analysis and generate a specific standard for my special valve. The above items can be started through the manufacturer according to the customer order. What now? Common sense dictates that we do these things ourselves before they happen. This happens all our lives, and we get ourselves in trouble. With the guidance of startup and knowledge-based company and software companies and the use of data centers of national standard organization and procedures, producer and user of the standards, including major industries such as steel, mining, oil and gas, food, medicine, and agriculture, and other servers, and integrated and made available to startups and software companies to form this new industry called special standard production. And in addition to creating new business in the economy, practicality, production speed, to take basic steps. All the same times, government and international associated standards must to be monitor the quality of this case or this new business. The last word, Industrial Revolution 4.0 will also revolutionize the field of standards. Big data technology and artificial intelligence will make standard production fast, unique, and error-free. Stakeholders in this particular ecosystem will include standard institutions, factories, consumer, consultants, consulting firms, software developers, and big data management companies. Big data and software-based business will be created by knowledge-based and technology companies. Thank you for your attention. I am here ready to answer your questions.
Alireza, what are the benefits of this work?
With the start of this new business, the speed of access of the standards will be increased, and the probability of error will be almost zero. And according to procedures governing big data and the use of artificial intelligence, it will be possible to create special standards with combined parameters to the technical and engineering disciplines to extract the parameters of construction and operation will be less and less. To this case, the cost of production and the using of standards will be lower and lower.
Alireza, your second question is, what will be the task of center, association and organization preparing national and international standards?
These centers will continue to play a role in supporting and overseeing standards, but they may no longer issue or announce any standards on any subject by simply publish charts of parameters such as materials, product, environment, and process. Because standard production is possible with new trade. In order, in other words, the activity will decrease but will deepen. Will decrease but will deepen, and they will also oversee the formation and activities of standards, service compliance, and related softwares.
Your next question is, as an expert, how much is this transformation possible and real?
Many activities in the world so far go beyond the subject of big data and artificial intelligence and use it. The fourth industrial revolution has to revolution the field in order to standards new business, fast construction, such as 3D printing and online services. Without accelerating this, other activities will be destroyed. I think this will happen faster than you think.
Alireza, how do you predict the start and how to take steps to create this type of business?
I think standard specialists and big data specialists need to find each other in a common place. And this will not be possible unless a consulting business is established that addresses both the requirements and the way stakeholders interact in a particular ecosystem. In this case, I am ready if there is a request. I can explain my proposal in detail in the form of a workshop next time.
Thank you, Alireza and Sardroudi, for your gorgeous presentation. The time is over.
Thank you very much for everything and goodbye.
I wish you all a very nice day. Bye bye.